Okay, so what to do if your love has, like, she or he goes away from your life? You're no longer you're able to contact him or her. You are trying very hard, please, like pleading to the Almighty, like, please pick up my phone, please respond to my calls, please respond to my emails, at least check out my messages, check out my emails. I'm missing you so much. Please come back to me. All of these emotions. Why? Because you realized that the love of your life has gone away, like from your life. Why? It might be because of some arguments you had. It might be because of some fights that you had. It might be because of so many reasons. It might be a misunderstanding, or it might be something very serious that the other person was not able to digest. Might be because of what you had said, might be because of your actions, or there might be a lot of reasons, right? So now what to do in these situations, what you need to do. Now, there are a few things you need to understand, you need to realize. First is, if you are 110% sure that you really want to be in that relationship with that person, if you are absolutely sure that yes, you are in love with that person, then you need to put your efforts. This is one. Second is, now, if you are yourself not sure how this relationship will pan out in the future, if you are not sure how will this overall thing be in the future, you're not sure about your own self, you're not sure about the person with whom you are in a relationship, then you are causing trouble to your own self, you're causing trouble to the other person too, because you're trying to bring him back, despite of the fact that you are not sure what you're actually doing, despite of the fact you are not sure about this connection and this relationship. So there are two instances. I will talk about the very first instance, that is, you are sure what you are doing with that other person, you are confident about that relationship, you are confident about this particular connection, and for some reason you both got separated, or the other person left you, and you are now gazing in the sky, absolutely like dumbstruck or absolutely confused, that you are absolutely not aware what you need to do. You're trying to call her up, you're trying to message her, you're trying to email him, you're trying to call him, right? But no response, right? Because of the reason that he or she might be absolutely angry, disappointed at some of your actions or at some of your gestures. The reasons might be many still. So in these things, what you need to do, that is what this video is all about. First thing that you need to do in these situations is, yes, you need to put your efforts to make the other person realize that if there is your fault, be open about it, accept it, and say to the other person that yes, you have realized your mistake and you will definitely make sure that this mistake will not repeat in the future. If there is a misunderstanding, you need to also put your efforts to clear out that this was whatever you are thinking, that is the other person, that is not the reality. This is what it is. And asking for an opportunity to explain him further why that misunderstanding took place and what you both need to do so that such kind of misunderstandings will not affect your relationship in the future. How you will be putting all of these efforts? When you realize that the other person is not talking with you, is not willing to talk with you, try to drop him messages. If in case he or she has blocked you, then at least try to message him or her, like try to email him or her using your email IDs. Try to connect with him through social media. If still you realize that you have been blocked from everywhere, your contact, that is your number, you have been blocked. You are blocked from social media, like from her profiles. He or she has even blocked you or blocked your email ID. So you can create one more email ID, new email ID, and you can message him or her. These are the efforts that you can do. Or you can use somebody else's phone, might be someone that you know that is trustworthy, and try to give him or her a call if he or she can talk to you. Like otherwise, if he or she again cuts the call immediately, recognizing your voice, try to message him or her using that mobiles or that number. So at least these are the things that you can do. These are the things you need to do first. Then if you are realizing that despite of putting all of these efforts, you are still blocked, the other person is still not reverting to your messages, to your voice messages, to your emails, to your social media messages, then you need to back off a bit. You need to give him or her that space. Might be that person requires a space to think about certain things. And if you try to reach him or her, you're doing it now on a very frequent basis, despite of the fact that you are realizing it, the other person is now not interested or not in that mood, in that zone to talk to you, and still you are doing it, then the other person might get irritated, and this might worsen the current situation. So what you need to do is you need to just take a few steps back, and then you need to stop, communicating. Let the other person come back to you. Give him some time. And believe me, if the other person truly loves you, if the other person absolutely realizes how important you are to his or her life, he or she will definitely come back to you. He or she will definitely provide you that opportunity where you can sort things through. Until and unless now you are the master of your own life, until and unless you have done something extremely wrong, extremely unethical, extremely inhuman, then you know what the situation will be, right? Something very much unprincipilistic if you have done, right? No, you do not have any way to even clarify yourself. For example, like if I want to give you some particular example, being in a relationship with the other person, still you are meeting someone else, still you are hooking up with someone else, all right? So if in case the other person finds this about you, despite of the fact you love the other person, but you are doing all of these bad things, you are being absolutely like bad to the other person, right? In such situations, you cannot expect mercy, right? So until and unless situations are that bad, if there are certain small misunderstandings, things will definitely get sorted out. Believe me, if the other person loves you truly, if the other person loves you, and if the other person, when he or she will calm down, when he or she will be able to understand things from a bigger point of view, when he or she will understand the bigger picture, he or she will definitely in her mind itself, in his mind itself, sort out these misunderstandings and will further want to sort out if anything remains unsorted with you, trying to communicate with you, trying to talk to you. All of these things will happen. You just need to be respectful of that space and just have to back off a bit and give her and him a time to just be with themselves. They need their me time. Might be they have got overwhelmed because of that particular situation that caused them to move away from you. So you need to give them the time so that they can calm themselves down. They are no longer feeling overwhelmed. Then things will again get back to normal. All of these things, I'm repeating it to you, all of these things, it will be like that. It will be so meaningful as long as the very first point that I have said, the very first condition, as long as you are absolutely confident about that other person, as long as the other person also has that same feeling towards you, he or she reciprocates the same vibrations, positive vibrations towards you. Relationship can never be one-sided. Love can never be one-sided. Then it can never be a connection. It can never be a relationship. All right. So as long as it is vibrating from two sides, as long as there are positive vibes from two sides, these mishaps, these misunderstandings, these temporary separations will be slowly getting, rectified. Believe me, because I am a preacher and advocate of well-being. I know about these things very well, and I want you to be mentally very good, mentally very fit. Just because you are unable to talk with that other person for a small amount of time, don't do anything stupid that you will ruin your health. If you ruin yourself, you cannot expect you to take care of that other person. You need to be 110% fit. You need to take care of your own self. You need to be matured enough to understand that yes, some things happened, but with time, all of these things will be getting definitely sorted out. Because why? Because you are true to the other person, and you also know very well that the other person is also very true to you. All right, so all of these things will definitely be sorted out. You just need to not do anything stupid to your own self, not say anything stupid to the other person just because the other person is not replying back to you, not talking to you. And yes, you need to be respectful of this situation, and you need to have a very positive mindset that everything will be back to track, back on track. This was my today's video, a very, very positive and a very healthy video about love and relationships. What you need to do when you understand, you realize that your love has moved away from you. But this is not a permanent moving away, temporary moving away. Permanent, you do not want to make the temporary permanent, right? By doing something stupid. So here you need to be very much strong about your own character, about your own self. You need to think everything positive about the current relationship that you're in. You need to think about very strongly about the other person, her positives, her likes, her dislikes, her good points, all of the wonderful memories that you had shared. Put your efforts initially when you're trying to communicate with him or her, making him or her realize that yes, it was a mistake. It was, sorry, I'm perspiring, so the perspiration is entering my eyes. It's burning a bit, so sorry for doing this. So yes, that's what it is. That's what this video was all about. All right, I hope I have done justice again with this video, and I tried to convey all of my thought processes properly in completeness in this particular video with an objective that is going to help many individuals out there. I know all of these things, you feel it is a breakup and you completely shatter yourself. It is not a breakup, my friend. It is just a temporary time period where both of you need to take some space out for your own self. Think things through so that things will be better in the near and in the far future, and also in the present, right? These are not breakups. Don't use this terminology breakup every now and then in your life, in your situation, because it is not a positive word, right? So that all of these things you need to realize, you need to be aware of, you need to be mindful about, and you need to always think positive about your own self and about the person with whom you are in this beautiful relationship, with whom you are in true love. Relationship will only sustain when there is love. Intimacy will only be meaningful when there is love. If there is no love, then you are not doing justice to your own self and also to the other person. So feel the love, appreciate the love, all right, and experience the love. Life is all about love. Life is about the joy of love. Bye. Take care. Have a fantastic day.